Hey, it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel for a long-awaited Bridgerton tutorial. Usually when a new season of Bridgerton comes out, I am on it. I post like right away, but this year I have been wedding planning and I just had my wedding over in Italy. So I was traveling and a lot of my ideas that I really wanted to film for you got pushed aside, but hopefully you're still excited to see this Francesca Bridgerton look. And if you haven't seen my whole wedding vlog and makeup tutorial that I did the day of my wedding, then definitely check that one out as well. But let's get started with this look. Let's start with skin prep, and I do already have some makeup on because I started this tutorial as a talk through up until this point and my mic was off. So here we are. Again, I'll walk you through all the steps that I did. This is a new favorite of mine. It's the Future Youth Gravity Rebound Serum. So I applied that all over the face and the neck. And then once that's set, the Future Youth Super Cream. This line is plumping and youthful, perfect for prepping the skin. But now that we're all prepped, I'm going in with the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 1, using this as a base on my cheeks, forehead. This was used on set. For foundation, the makeup artist used Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Concealer. This is one of my all-time favorite products. I would recommend this for a splurge for sure, but I don't have it in the right shade. I usually am a lot more tan than this with self-tanner. But then I decided to go with this Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint because it was the lightest that I could find at the drugstore. So if you are looking for like a very fair foundation and you like something light for every day, I'd recommend trying this one. For concealer, if you want to go high coverage, this one is my favorite. It's by Yenza, the Super Serum Silk Concealer, and this is in Fair 1. This is really going to brighten up the skin. I used it a lot along the jawline, by my nose, and underneath the eye up on the cheekbone. Time for my favorite highlighter, the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Spotlight, applying mainly to the cheekbone area, and we're not even going to powder that spot because we really want it to be dewy and glowy. This is my most recommended powder. It's by Florasis, and this is the pink version, but I use more frequently the translucent one. But this is a bit brightening, and I just apply it and dot it over the skin. It is my favorite powder. It's the perfect powder in my opinion because it sets so nice. It never looks too powdery, but I am skipping kind of this area because I do want to keep that glow in there. For contour, I saw on set that the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand was used. I actually chucked mine. It was an expensive product and I never used it. I was always frustrated with how it looked. And then I decided to try a dupe, and this is the Emco Beauty Instant Contour Beauty Wand. And again, I don't like it. I think I'm just really picky with contouring. I would much rather use a powder and use a little bit of product and just be really precise with it. So this is the Jung Semul contour powder. It's skin neuter, shading packed. It looks like this. It's great for fair skin, and of course you can switch up the look whatever skin tone you have, but I am matching Francesca for this look. Really blend out. You don't want to look crazy, but I'm just doing kind of a suggestion of Francesca. Filling in my brows a little bit before we focus on blush. This is an old-time favorite that I totally forgot about, and I'm so glad I picked it up again. This is by the brand Annabelle, and it's Universal Taupe. Really not doing a lot. I know that the actress has blonde hair and she's just wearing an auburn wig, so her brows are quite a bit lighter anyway, whereas mine are quite a bit darker, so just doing a little bit, and then I'm going to lighten them up with a bit of powder. ABH Brow Wiz in Taupe was used, and I just, went with a dupe. Yay, we're finally at the point where I have my mic in correctly. Okay, I can just do this as we go now. For blush on set, they used the Pinkgasm and Peachgasm Beauty Light Wands. These are stunning, but I have already powdered, and I thought it would be an amazing time to reuse one of my favorite collections ever. This is from Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton. They have a couple of these collections, but this ended up being the most used product that I used from the collection. Yeah, I go for these blush shades quite often. Let's try out this new rougher brush that I got. I'm gonna use a touch of this darker shade, help carve out those cheekbones just a bit more. One of the palettes used is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette. I'm using this deeper dusty pink shade and applying it all over the lid, carving into my crease lightly and just blending out. Soft rounded shape. With the lightest shade in the palette, I'm brightening up the inner portion of the eye, just keeping everything quite soft. And the brow bone. You can use this in the inner corner, that would look really nice, but I do have a super goop eyeshadow that I really like. This one has a little bit of like gold and pink reflex to it. We're looking very rose gold at the moment. You could use a light liner just in the middle of the waterline. I'm just going to use this to cut down on products, just to bring in a little bit of light to the eye. Something unique I noticed about this look right here and why it was one of my favorites is I really liked a little bit of like cranberry on the eye. I think it's beautiful on hazel eyes specifically. You could use a single shadow from MAC like cranberry. Drugstore, you can find kind of cranberry shades in a palette like this. But since this is Bridgerton, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs palette. This is another absolutely stunning product. So pretty. Let's mix these two just in the outer corner and create a rounded shape again. I'm using rougher brushes, by the way. I love them. Just pat it through the lid a little bit. This shade is called Forever Charmed. I'm taking a little bit more under the bottom lash line. I'm doing a very small little flick. Shouldn't be noticeable once we have lashes, but it does help extend the eye a little bit. You can also dot along the bottom lashes. They really said bye period trauma makeup this season. Curling the lashes. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara was used, but I just got this package in PR and I love Charlotte Tilbury. So this is the new Exaggerize 28-hour volume mascara. The bigger the better, darling. Let's open. This is the best PR. I don't like getting a ton of PR because I find it overwhelming. So I'm off a lot of PR lists, but I always want to be on the Charlotte Tilbury PR list. So let's see. Whoa, it's heavy. How this works. Bigger, thicker, longer. Whoa, this is a big mascara. Oh my gosh. Exaggerize Volume Mascara. Got a nice fluffy brush. Sweet Beauty was another product used on set, and unfortunately I cannot get the hang of these. I've said this before, but like I have very shaky hands, so like when I show products sometimes you'll notice, but individuals that are this tiny, you can see I was like messing them up in here. I couldn't do it. So these are beautiful. They're highly recommended. I know a lot of pros use them. I can't get a hang of it, so I'm going to use some clusters instead so I don't have to do each individual hair, and hopefully it'll look almost as good. I'll use my favorite lash brand. This is Esopia. They're quite inexpensive. They have beautiful packaging and they look so natural and fluffy. Oh wow, look at how pretty. I started with 12mm on the outside. I did 12, 12, 10, 10. That took me so long. They're not perfect in the inner corner. Just ignore. They're really easy to use. I'm just bad at lashes. Like I've always been freaking bad at lashes, but I really love how they feel. Super light. And let's move on to lips. For lips, Pat McGrath lip liner and lipstick were used. I know the lipstick was Passion Flower. I don't think the shades will look quite the same on me, so I went with Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner in Super Size Me. Lightly, I'm framing the lips, and now this is a beautiful brand, Volux Vanity Royal Pink. That's pretty good. My lashes are a little more bold, but I like it. Nearly finished. I wanted a little bit more of like an orange to the cheek like she has. Let's try Sunny from Benefit. Initially I was going to use Butterfly, but I think it would have been too bold. And because I'm obsessed with highlighters and I think you would really like to see this product, this is again by Winky Lux Champagne Highlighter. Now it's time for a Bridgerton haul. First, let's take a look at this beautiful dress. It's by Ivy City Co. And they have the cutest sets for mother-daughter duos and preteen girl clothes. But of course they also have beautiful dresses, jackets, tops for women as well. It's kind of modest, like the necklines are slightly higher than I normally go for, but it's great for work or family events, and this dress screamed Bridgerton to me, and they have tons of colors. I of course bought all of the candles from the Bath & Body Works collection with Bridgerton. This one is called Bridgerton Study. I'm not sure if they're all available anymore. I know Diamond of the Season is, but this one was my favorite, Bridgerton Study. Oh, that is nice. Kind of like Abercrombie. Oh, Bridgerton-esque box. This was from Michaels. They had a very French Manor collection that felt like Bridgerton vibes. Okay, what other candles do I have here? This one is Wisteria Garden. I'm completely out of this one. This is a nice floral. I love it. Maybe I shouldn't describe because I'll probably get it wrong. So I will just put it on screen. Ooh, this one is Queen Charlotte's Tea. Yeah, this one is for tea lovers for sure. This next candle is so stunning, but it's my least favorite from the collection, but I do think it would be a lot of people's favorite. It's just very sweet. It's Danbury shortbread. It's like baked goods, icing, very sweet, and I find I get a headache if I leave this on too long, and I always burn my candles too long. So the other ones, I don't have that issue, but this one I do blow out after a short amount of time. But if you like sweet candles, you'll love this one. And finally, we have Diamond of the Season. This smells like sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. Honestly, it's such a great collab. I love them so much. This next Bridgerton collection in the box is the Affordable Kitsch collection. I freaking love kitsch, and I thought it would be fun to do a giveaway. So we have the satin wrapped microfiber hair towel. This is great for damaged, frizzy, or curly hair. Super pretty print. I'll show you what this looks like out of the box because I do have doubles of everything, but I'm not going to take out the satin pillowcases because I have standard and king, so whoever wins the giveaway, you'll just tell me what size your pillowcases are. But oh my gosh, this is such a cute collab. Like, look at this hair towel. I love the opulent aesthetic. So comfy. I used it last night. So if you want to enter the kitsch giveaway, comment down below the pop culture password on screen, as well as your Instagram handle. And if you want to come over to my Instagram reel of this look and comment a little teapot emoji so I know you came from YouTube, I will be DMing one of you guys and I will send over these amazing goodies. Lastly, before we get into the hair tutorial, I wanted to share an absolutely stunning necklace that I got this summer. This isn't really Bridgerton, but I am wearing a lot of pearls, so I thought it would be fitting. And this is beautiful. This is by Biwako Jewelry. They're a Japanese heritage pearl company, and it's just mermaid vibes. I love the clasp. It's like just all the details. It looks like a little whale tail. We have the red pearl, a little fin at the bottom there, and I just think this is so, so pretty. I love classic pearl necklaces, but I'm also such a sucker for kind of like mermaid chunky necklaces because you guys know I love mermaids. Let's try this on. This is a luxury piece, and Biwako combines traditional Japanese craftsmanship with modern aesthetics, and I do have a code Jackie15 for 15% off. Not a paid partnership, but they did give me this beautiful pearl necklace, and I wanted to show you guys. Everything will be linked down below, and finally, let's do the hair.
And Bridgerton speak in 3, 2, the lovely Francesca Bridgerton has inspired a coiffure that is as intricate as it is elegant. Allow me to guide you through the steps to achieve her signature half-up, half-down style worthy of a Bridgerton. Section off 2 front pieces, these shall be styled later. And create a half-up, half-down ponytail with an added puff piece. Pull your ponytail through it and pin securely in place. Before we address the front sections, consider this optional enhancement. One cannot expect the same voluminous effect with natural hair alone. Now let us curl all the hair in one direction around the head. To replicate those perfect ringlets, pin each curl in place, setting with a touch of hairspray. Allow these to cool as we attend to the front sections. Lay the front portion back, pinning into the bun maker while ensuring the extension remains concealed. A little spray and a tiny tease at the top section will do nicely. Instead of twisting, simply curve it slightly and pin into place once more. Now curl the hair in the ponytail. Once each piece is curled, lay it in a particular pin curl over the bun maker, securing it with bobby pins wedged firmly into the donut shape. Continue to loop and decorate the bun, as Francesca's style demands nothing less than perfection. Release your ringlets, making sure the one that drapes forward goes right to the very end. And there you have it, dearest readers, the Francesca Bridgerton half up, half down style, perfect for any occasion that requires a touch of refined elegance. Yours truly, Lady J.
Thank you for watching and for being patient with me. I have not been the most consistent on YouTube for the past like 2 years. It's definitely been more of a challenge now with Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. Like there's just so many platforms that prefer short form content, and then making like, you know, a 15-minute video, it's just so much time and I am not able to keep up the other projects. So I've been trying to balance it out a little bit more. Now that my wedding has come and gone, I'll be able to be a little bit more consistent, and I'm really excited for a Dallas cheerleader look coming up next. It'll be perfect for fall, football season, and Halloween. So yeah, I will see you in my next one, and if you want to keep on watching, check out my whole wedding vlog, one of my favorite videos ever, and I'll see you in my next one.